I'd like to welcome on stage the valedictorian for the class of 2018, Mikaela Wu, who will give an address.
Thank you for having me. Standing here today, I look out at all of you and wonder where you were 2 weeks ago and why you weren't at the classical showcase. I, like all of you, have finished my degree, but how can anyone resist the breathtaking power and expressive poetry that music gives as it grows, captures, and enraptures you? Could it be because classical music is not your thing? That even the thought of an hour of chamber music would make you want to drive a car off a cliff? Well, you're not the only one. In April 1955, the writer Jerome Weidman recalled being at an opulent dinner party where he was trapped listening to chamber music. During a lull, he confessed to the man seated next to him that he was virtually tone deaf. "You will come with me," declared Albert Einstein, who immediately dragged the chagrined Weidman out of the concert and led him upstairs into a study that contained an extensive collection of phonograph records. There, Einstein played snippets of Bing Crosby, Enrico Caruso, the 1950s equivalents of Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. He insisted that Weidman sing each snippet back to him as a way of training his ear. Once Einstein was satisfied, they returned downstairs, where, to Weidman's astonishment, he was able to appreciate Bach's aria, "Sheep May Safely Grace," for the first time. Afterward, the hostess asked Einstein where they had gone. "We have been engaged in the greatest activity of which man is capable," Einstein replied, opening up yet another fragment on the frontier of beauty. These are great words to those graduating today. We all have finished our degrees and experienced exactly the same thing as Jerome Weidman. We entered here, at least to some degree, tone deaf. Oh, we had aspirations and some talent, sure, but standing on the other side, looking back, hopefully we can now appreciate how the time spent here at Excelsia has opened for each of us a fragment on the frontier of beauty, the thing we love and the discipline in which we have chosen to pursue. For myself, I look back and see how much I have learned in the last 3 years, yet I'm still standing on the frontier with so many more things to explore before I can truly say that I know this vast land of music. It is so great, I may never even see it all. However, I'm more prepared for the journey thanks to the time spent at Excelsia. A wonderful part of this college is the love and care we show to each other, inspired by our faith, which creates a truly unique community. Seeing the way staff and students interacted always brightened the day. Of course, at many of our gatherings, food was a main event. I'm sure we will all remember with fondness the dollar barbecues, pancake breakfasts, and the potluck on Harmony Day. Food is a great motivator when you've been eating nothing but mee goreng for the past week. Thinking about the skills and knowledge we have gained from our degrees, it is fitting we should thank those who facilitated and supported us, sharing their experience and wisdom. On behalf of those graduating today, I would like to thank our families, friends, social and church communities who have been with us on this journey and provided us with chocolate during our emotional breakdowns. I would like to thank the admin staff who not only rendered to us their services, but also surprised us in different ways. One such example is John Leung, who would one day be chasing me down to pay my fees, and the next day discussing a combined performance for Japanese drum and flute at Buddhabara Cafe. I would also like to thank the lecturers who pushed us to our limits, but also nurtured, inspired, and encouraged us. Mark, thanks to you, we will forever question our utilitarian thoughts, wondering who we should kill whenever we catch a train. Finally, I would like to thank our Chief Executive, Peter McKeon, the heads of schools, Dr. Latte Latukefu, Dr. Peter Stiles, Dr. Marie Therese, Dr. Felix Tan, and the Board of Directors. If Lotte were to start a band with you all, I think Lotte and the XX would be a hit. But jokes aside, we know what hard work you all put into the direction and maintenance of the college and the standard of excellence which you strive for. Now, I'd like to share with you today this quote from Ruth Westimers. "My favourite animal is the turtle. The reason is that in order for the turtle to move, it has to stick its neck out. There are going to be times in your life when you're going to have to stick your neck out. There will be challenges, and instead of hiding in a shell, you have to go out and meet them." After growing in the safety of Excelsia throughout our degree, it is now the time for us to go out and meet the next challenge. There will be times that it's scary, or it looks like it won't work out, but like a shell, you now have the support of Excelsia and your education around you. The relationships, the lessons, and the experience that you've grown into have become a part of you as you cross the threshold into your next chapter. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Things will go wrong and you'll want to give up. But when Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, he said, "I've not failed 700 times. I have succeeded in proving that those 700 ways will not work. When I have eliminated the ways that will not work, I will find the way that will work." Now, hopefully none of us has to form 700 bands for the 701st band to finally succeed. I mean, that's a lot of angry ex-band members. But what I'm really trying to say is, if we keep at it, we will make it through to the time things do work. You know, back when I was deciding what I would study, I was spinning between music, chemistry, and design. In hindsight, I'm so glad I chose music and now have a degree. It is exciting to work out which path I may take and where God will lead me. Now, we are a diverse student body coming from many cultures and both religious and non-religious backgrounds, and we have had the opportunity to learn about and from each other. But Excelsia is a Christian college, so therefore it would be remiss of me not to leave you with a thought in this regard. Most of you are young like me, just starting out our careers and not knowing where life will take us. I would like to challenge you to consider who you will choose for your companion. We will all face trials and tests, and life will definitely not be perfect. But when all else fails, we can know there's one who's always on our side. As said by pastor and evangelist A.C. Dixon, "When we rely upon organization, we get what organization can do. When we rely upon education, we get what education can do. When we rely upon eloquence, we get what eloquence can do, and so on. But when we rely upon prayer, we get what God can do." Finally, the parting words I would like to leave you with is my reference list. Of course, it's in the APA 6th edition. Hey, you don't get valedictorian without knowing this stuff. So, here it is. Lambert M. 2019. Help, I have to write a valedictorian speech. Retrieved from turnitintricks.com. Einstein, A. 1953. Never trust atoms, they make up everything. Published in Hamburg by With a Side of Fries Publications. Westimers, R. 2004. Turtleneck Disorders. Published in Atlantis by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Books. And now, I can rest in the knowledge that I won't be expelled for plagiarizing my own valedictorian speech. Thank you, good luck, and God bless you in your journey.